morning everyone. Welcome to grade 9 mathematics, and let us discuss the first topic or the most important topic in grade 9 math, quadratic equations. By the way, this presentation is borrowed from Susprita Kumari. So let us define first what is quadratic equation. In mathematics, a quadratic equation is a polynomial equation of the second degree. The general form, lagi pong tatandaan ng general form, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Where yung x po sa general term or general form represents a variable or unknown. Tapos yung a, b, and c are constants with a is not equal to 0. Kasi kung equal siya sa 0, therefore, yung equation automatically is a linear equation. Yung constants, yung a, b, and c are called as quadratic coefficient. Then, yung linear coefficient naman, and the constant term or free term. So, yun po yung mga nilalaman ng quadratic equation. Now, let's go with quadratic and roots. Quadratic, automatic, it has a polynomial degree of 2. So, dito, sa example natin, y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Yung a, tinan nyo po, x squared, ayan, plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Meaning po, yung tinan natin yung letter a, na naka-highlight dito, ayan, ito po ay not equal to 0 dapat. Here is an example. 5x squared minus 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. Ito po ba ay quadratic equation? The answer is yes. This makes it quadratic because of the exponent na 2 or yung degree na 2. The name quadratic comes from the quad meaning square, because the variable gets squared or like x squared. It is also called as equation of degree 2 because of the 2 or the exponent on the x. So let's go with roots. A real number, ayan, ito po yung symbol niya, is called a root of the quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, again, which is a is not equal to 0. Ito po yun. If a at yung nakalagay na value ng x ay real number, then plus b, ganun din, then plus c is equal to 0. If real number is a root of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then we can say that, ito po, x real number satisfies the equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Or, pwede din natin sabihin na x is equal to real number is a solution of the equation. Ito po naman yon. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Parehas lang. Take note. The root of the quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 are called zeros of the polynomial ng ax squared plus bx plus c. Kasi, kaya siya naging zeros ang polynomial kasi inequate lang naman natin siya sa 0. Ayan, another. More examples of quadratic equations. Ito po. So, 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. Dito, pag kinuha natin kung ano yung value ng a, automatic it's 2. Diba po? Ayan. Dito naman, anong value ng b? Automatically, the value b is 5. Then, yung c is automatically 3. Tingnan din natin mabuti na pagdating dun sa general form niya, laging yung a, meron siyang exponent na 2. Then, dun sa b, wala na siyang exponent. Or 1 lang naman yan, identity property. Then, sa last, sa c, wala na siyang kasamang variable or wala nang kasamang x. X squared minus 3x is equal to 0. This one is very tricky. Ano ba siya? Quadratic equation ba siya? Let's see. A. Anong value ng A? So, walang nakalagay. Pero kung we will follow the identity property, automatically that is 1. Correct? As we don't usually write is as 1x squared, di ba naman? So, B is equal to negative 3. Kasi ayun yung value niya, negative 3. Then, C, na 10 siya. Well, the answer is 0. So, it is not shown. 5x minus 3x. So, therefore, ito pong x squared minus 3x equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Kasi nabigay natin yung value ng A, B, and C. So, let's go with this. 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. This is not a quadratic equation because automatically wala kang nakikitang x squared, di ba po? So, meaning, dun pa lang, malalaman mo na hindi na siya quadratic equations. Hidden quadratic equations. So, tasan natin itong camera ko dito. Ayan. So far, we have seen the standard form. Ayan. So, malino naman din sa atin. But sometimes, ayan po yung form niya, di ba po? Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. But sometimes, a quadratic equation doesn't look like that. Hindi laging ganyan na form. So, here are some examples of different form. Ito po. X squared is equal to 3x minus 1. Ayan, na-move lang naman. Pero, pag sinulat natin siya sa standard form, x squared minus 3x, bakit naging negative po? Kasi dito, you need to transpose it x squared minus 3x plus 1. So, nilipat natin sa kabilang side, then it's equal to 0. So, ano yung value ng A, B, and C niya? A is equal to 1 kasi x squared lang. Then, yung B automatically is negative 3. Then, C is equal to 1. Another, 2 parenthesis w squared minus 2w is equal to 5. Siyempre, kailangan natin siyang distribute lang. So, magiging ganito ang kalalabasan niyan. 2w squared minus 4w minus 5. So, ba't naging minus? Again, nilipat natin siya sa kabilang side. Is equal to 0. So, ano mga values? Ganun pa rin. A is equal to 2. B is equal to negative 4. And C is equal to negative 5. Let's go with the third example. So, ito po, z times z minus 1 is equal to 3. So, expand lang natin yan, then move 3 to the left. So, z squared minus z minus 3. Di ba po? Then, is equal to, equate this to 0. So, ano yung values ng A, B, and C? A is equal to 1. B is equal to negative 1. Ayan, kasi negative z nakalagay dito. Then, C is equal to negative 3. Last example. 5 plus 1 over x minus 1 over x squared is equal to 0. Just multiply all the sides by x squared. So, ito lang yun. 5x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So, kunin natin yung values, diba? A is equal to 5, B is equal to 1, then C is equal to negative 1. So, how to solve it? There are 3 ways to find the solutions. We can factor the quadratic, find what to multiply to make the quadratic equation. We can complete the square or we can use a special quadratic formula. X is equal to negative b plus or negative square root sign b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Ito po yan. Ayan. So, ito yung mga discriminants natin. The expression b squared minus 4ac in the formula, ito po yun, nasa loob. Then, it is called discriminant because it can discriminate between the possible types of answer. It can be denoted by D. When b squared minus 4ac, D, or the discriminant, is positive, you can get 2 real solutions. When it is 0, you get just one real solution. Both answers are the same. Pag negative naman to, you can get complex solutions. Ayan po. So, D, ayan, pag mas mataas ang value ng D, sa 0, real and unequal yan. Kapag equal to 0, real and equal. Kapag D ay less than 0, no real equals. Or no real roots. Ayan, using the quadratic formula, so just put the values A and B in the quadratic formula and do the calculation. Solve mo lang. So, halimbawa, 5x squared plus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, alamin mo muna yung values ng A, B, and C. So, si A ay 5, si B ay 6, then si C ay 1. Then, gamitin yung formula. So, substitute mo lang yung mga values na yan. So, di ba, original negative B. So, gagawin yung negative 6. Then, plus or negative, square root. Then, 6 squared minus 4 x 4 times 5 times 1. Ayan. Kasi yung value ng formula natin, yun po kagaya kanina. Then, just simplify it. Over 2 times 5. So, after substitutions, just simplify. Diba? Negative 6. So, unahin natin yung mayroong parenthesis. So, ayan, 36. Ayan, 36 minus 20. Bakit? Kasi 6 squared. 6 times 6, 36. Then, negative 20. Bakit naging negative 20? Negative 4 times 5. Negative 20 times 1. Negative 20. Then, 2 times 5, 10. Then, negative 6 pa rin. Copy pa rin yan. Square root. So, 36 minus 20, 16. Over 10. So, copy lang. Then, negative 6. Kunin natin yung square root ng 16. Magiging 4. Kasi 4 times 4, 16. Then, over 10. So, pwede ba natin itong pagsamahin? Pwede naman din po. So, ang magiging kalalabasan yan ay negative 6 plus 4 is equal, plus or minus 4 is equal to negative 2. Then, divide mo lang siya. Then, the answer is negative 0.2 or negative 1. Ayan po. Then, pwede mo rin po siyang i-substitute to check kung tama ba ang sagot mo. So, substitute mo lang doon sa values ng x. Then, lalabas yung 0. Dapat laging 0 ang sagot. Ayan. So, ito naman yung paraan ng pag-factor ng quadratics. To factor or factorize a quadratic is to find what to multiply to get the quadratic. It is also called as factoring because you find the factors. A factor is something you will multiply by. So, the factors of x squared plus 3x minus 4 are, eto po, x plus 4 and x minus 1. Paano natin nakuha yan? So, simple lang naman eh. So, just simplify. Halimbawa, x plus 4, x minus 1. So, x, kunin mo yung x minus 1. Isa-substitute mo lang siya. Plus 4, x minus 1. Then, just simplify. X squared, negative x, plus 4x minus 4. Then, simplify na po natin. X squared, hindi mo pwedeng pagsamahin yung x saka x squared. X squared, copy mo yan. Then, negative x plus 4x. So, assume natin na ang value ng x ay laging 1. So, negative x plus 4x, automatically the operation will be subtraction. So, magiging 3x siya, positive kasi mas mataas yung value ng 4. Then, copy the negative 4 sa baba. Ayun. So, ang tawag doon is also expanding. Ayan. In fact, expanding and factoring are opposite naman din. Ayan. FOIL method. Examples of factor pa rin tayo. So, set the equation equal to 0. Laging tatandaan niya. Then, factor it out. The factors will be linear expressions. Set each linear factor equal to 0. Then, solve both linear equations. Example, x squared plus 3x equal to 0. Paano gagawin mo? Simple lang po. X squared plus 3x equal to set equation to 0. So, tama na yan. Then, i-factor mo lang siya. So, x x plus 3. Bakit dalawang x? Kasi x squared is equal to 0. Then, x is equal to 0, wherein x plus 3 is equal to 0. Then, x is equal to negative 3. Set the linear factors equal to 0 and solve the linear equation. Then, completing the square naman. So, sa completing the square, it's where we take the quadratic equation. Ayan po, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and turn into, ayan, ganyan pong equation. A times x plus d squared plus e is equal to 0. We can use the idea to solve a quadratic equation, find where it is equal to 0. So, ito po yung example niya. Ayan. Steps. Step 1, divide all terms by a, the coefficient of x squared. Step 2, move the number term, c over a, to the right side of the equation. Step 3, complete the square of the left side of the equation and balance this by adding the same value to the right side of the equation. Step 4, take the square root of both sides of the equation. Then step 5, add or subtract the number that remains on the left side of the equation to find x. Example natin. So, x squared plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, again, step 1, pwede natin skip kasi meron na tayong coefficient which is equal to 1. Diba po sa x squared? Step 2, move the number term to the right side of the equation. So, x squared plus 4x is equal to negative 1. Ito yung original natin na equate to 0. So, nilagay ko lang siya sa right side, yung 1. So, from positive 1, magiging negative 1. Step 3, complete natin yung square on the left side of the equation and balance this by adding the same number. So, kung anong nilagay mo sa left side, hindi yung nilagay mo sa right side. So, example, x squared plus 4x plus 4, dinagdagan ko siya ng plus 4. So, therefore, dapat yung kabilang side, which is negative 1, dagdagan mo rin ng 4. Di ba po? Then, x plus 2 squared is equal to 3. So, sinimplify na lang natin siya. Paano nangyari yun? Ganito po. Yung 4x saka yung 4, ayan, para mas madaling intindihin natin, sinimplify ko siya as ganito. Yung x squared, ayan po yun. Then, plus 2 squared, 4. So, yung 4x, makukuha mo lang siya sa 2x, tapos multiplied by itself. So, by 2. So, 2 times 2 magiging 4x. Then, ito magiging 3. Negative 1 plus 4, kaya siya naging 3. Step 4. Take the square root on both sides of the equation. So, ganun pa rin. So, x plus 2 is equal to positive or negative square root of 3. So, kapag kinuha natin yan, magiging result niyan ay positive or negative 1.73 or yun po, kasi mahaba yan sa calculator natin. So, follow lang natin 2 decimal rule. Then, step 5, subtract 2 from both sides. Ayan. Then, the answer is x is equal to positive or negative 1.73 minus 2 is equal to negative 3.73 or negative 0.27. Ayan, yan po yung ating mga reference for this. Thank you so much. Kung may questions po, pwede po kayong mag-chat sa ating video. Thank you so much.